Welcome, Final Four, to your Final Four Tribal Council. We just participated in, or you guys just did, I was hosting, but we just had an eventful iSurvivor game show night. We played some fun Jeopardy. It was a tight race between three of you, but Erica came out on top. Hello, Erica, what are you celebrating with right now?
This is just a little lemonade and sparkling water and some vodka.
I was waiting for the end, some vodka part. How does it feel at this point to have just pulled out one of the most clutch victories in the game thus far?
It feels good. I'm really proud of myself. I can't lie. It feels good. And it's of course nice to feel safe tonight. It's really down to the nitty gritty, and I mean, it could be anyone. Right?
How's the game amped up here at the Final Four? You said nitty gritty. That's a good descriptive word. Explain a little bit of nitty gritty.
It's so tricky now that the numbers are so small. The math is extremely tight. You can't just count on rounding up, 2, 3, 4 votes and hoping that's enough. You have to really know and trust where everyone is voting. And that's tough. It makes it tricky to communicate, and you have to be careful and not step on toes because the math is so tight, and you're one of those numbers. It just makes it really, really tricky. The last few rounds have been so tricky, trying to just strategize and talk to people, because any little thing you say could come back to haunt you. Mm-hmm. The worst moment,
especially with. There's only 4 of you, 1 of you are safe, so that's like, 33% chance of going. So,
yes,
aren't really in anybody's favor.
Yes, that's where the nitty-gritty feeling comes from for me.
I'm looking at just like divisions here at the Final Four. We have 2 guys, 2 girls. We have 3 OG Vita, 1 OG Morte. Do these divisions play a role in your strategy at all? Like, girl power or Vita strong, anything like that here at the end game? Because I mean, all it really takes is a tie that binds to move 1 step forward.
Yeah, that's true, and I have trouble with that because I feel like I bond and get attached with people very quickly. So yes, if there's ever like a whiff of oh, Vita power, yes, I'm there for it. If there's a whiff of girl power, yes, I'm there for it. If I have to be careful, I have really to not get caught up in that kind of stuff, because I do feel it can be a little superficial at the same time when if you're not looking at the deeper connections within those superficial connections, I think you can get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Now, what are you basing your vote on tonight? It's an important vote.
I just have to look ahead, I guess. I mean, the finale is coming. I don't know if I will be in the final 2, but if I am, now it's the time to think about how to line up my best shot of catching some votes from the jury. So I'm looking at some threat management here tonight, Sandy.
Thank you, Erica. Is it the same thing for you, Jabbar? Are you looking at threat management? Are you looking as to how you can maybe gain some votes with this vote if you do make the final 2?
I'm looking to survive by any means necessary. To piggyback off of a question that you asked, Erica, or just an observation that you noticed, there are 3 Vita, 1 Morte, there are 2 men, 2 women. However, 1 of the men can't even fucking vote. So no matter how you look at it, I'm in the minority. So I am grasping for straws, and whoever's going to offer me the nice, juiciest lifeline, I'm definitely going to take it. And that's what I'm making my vote on.
You honestly encompassed a couple of questions all in one, which is really great. I
have no idea who Jabbar's mentioning about who can't vote. I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Jabbar, so what have you done with those numbers? If guys were to happen, only 1 could vote, so that's out of the window. There's no majority Morte, so that's out of the window. Other than, you kind of explained it, grasping at straws, but let's just get a little bit what straws have you been grasping on? What have you said to make sure that they, extend that straw so you can reach it?
I think it's just more so about what I've brought to the game as opposed to other people. I don't think that I'm the biggest threat in the Final Four, or the second biggest threat, honestly. And not to mention, I think that my attitude is probably the worst out of the Final Four. So I think that those things coupled together are perfect reasons to take me just a tad bit further, as opposed to, like, no offense, but Hugo and Sophie.
So you sound like you're selling yourself, painting yourself in a little bit more of a negative light.
I mean, yeah, I do have a bad attitude. Yeah, I forgot the other thing that I said. I hate questions. Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody should be trying to paint themselves in some type of negative light. Or,
I mean, it makes sense. It's the Final Four. You want to diminish your target and make people appear better than they are, and you want to diminish your target. So it makes sense. Sophie, are you doing a little bit of the same thing in terms of trying to convince people by downplaying some of the moves you made or how you might be perceived, and highlighting other people's, moves as this glorious type of threat?
No, not really. To be honest, I relate a lot to what Jabbar was saying about just trying to survive. I'm not thinking about me and as a second to any, like, in this final two, whatever. I'm just trying to get on to the next round. Okay.
Why aren't you playing it more for, like, thinking ahead? Since I could understand, like, I'm just playing round by round. We're at pre-merge. There's 15 people left, so I'm just trying to make merge. I can understand that then, but you don't think right now at this point of the game, 4 people left, you want to situate yourself where you've got the best shot to take this title.
Sure, that makes total sense. I don't know an answer to that. I'm here to have fun. Like, I'm having a really fun time, and I don't want to be like, don't take that person because they blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to play the fun game and have a great time. Like, I don't want to be like,
would you have any regrets if behind the scenes, let's just say, for instance, you were voted out tonight, and behind the scenes, people were like, shit, the resurrection idol, this girl's gonna win, and then you get voted out because of that? Would there be a little tinge of regret that you didn't paint people like they were painting you?
Possibly. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
So what have you done? What have you done to ensure that that's not happening tonight? That scenario is not going to occur.
You know what, Sandy? It all comes back to that one word I've been saying it the whole season.
T word.
It comes back down to that T word, Sandy.
Now that we're in the Final Four and just sort of like this later game of the merge, has that trust changed? Is it a round by round trust? I trust you that we're going to stick to this plan for now. So is it like more of an ever changing trust or a round by round trust?
I wouldn't say it's an ever changing trust. I would say there's a handful of people that you feel trusting of, and that's that. Like Erica was saying, she was saying she finds her people and sticks to her people. A similar sentiment, I would say.
Got it. Wish you the best of luck in the vote, so.
Thank you so much.
Hugo.
Shalom.
So close in that last challenge between you, Jabbar, and Erica. What do you think went wrong? I think probably overall you answered the most questions correct. What do you think went wrong?
I think the Final Jeopardy, when the correct answer was 112, I kind of overshot it by a couple hundred. That probably didn't do too well. But then I don't know what went wrong. I was just not like I don't know if I was a knowledgeable guy or something. Especially
I was glad
especially the horror movie section of like horror movie shit. And then it was
difficult. There was only even $100 one you guys didn't get. So, and the other 2 or 3 like
I got the $300 ones. I got the $300.
So you got I think that's the only one that was gotten, because the 3, 4, and 5 I think went ungot. Anyway, it was nice to see you. Pardon?
He stole mine too. The JC.
He did steal that one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Technically, I didn't steal it. Technically, but whatever.
I was glad to see you compete though, compared to the last challenge where I felt awful that your measuring tape was a little limp.
It is what it is. when you said measuring tape, it's a measuring tape, but then it is what it is.
What have you done to ensure you're not leaving tonight?
Every round, all I can do is talk, or maybe I can vote too. Who knows? Every round, all I can do is talk. I've been pretty straight up about like when you asked everybody about diminishing their threat level, I've been pretty honest about my threat level, because everybody has a threat level now.
So, but from your perspective, if they already know, you already talked to them, let's just hear it for the record. What do you think your threat level is? What have you been saying?
Oh, ever since the Chrissy vote, I mean, my threat level has been stagnant all throughout. If not stagnant, or it's been dropping off, because as the game progresses, your threat level either goes up or goes down. It doesn't really stay stagnant, because the amount of people change. So if your threat level is not going down, the only direction it can go is up.
All right, so you think yours is like this?
I wouldn't go that steep of a decline, but yeah.
Okay, but it's currently on a decline.
Yes.
Okay, let's use that metaphor, visual with the other people in the game. From your perspective, what's Erica's threat line bar thing?
In my opinion, every single person, I don't know like the degree of incline, but it's not like a steady incline, but because there's less and less people, it's been like a steeper and steeper incline with each and every single tribal council. It's not a straight line incline, so to speak.
Got it. Do you think that Jabbar, Sophie, and Erica should take, those threat level inclines here at the late stages of the game to heart in their vote tonight?
Hell no, because at this point in time, everybody is aiming to win. Everybody's aiming to win, and in my opinion, just thinking of survival now is not good enough, so to speak, because yes, you say that you are looking to survive. Everybody's looking to survive now, but now that we're so close, everybody's aiming to win, and they will do whatever it takes to win.
Good way to end it. Everybody's going to do what it takes to win. All right. This is your last opportunity. Erica, you're safe. Do you have anything that you would like to say to the Final Four before we get to the vote? All right. The three vulnerable, Sophie, Jabbar, Hugo. This is your last opportunity. I'm going to leave the floor to you. If you have something to say, whether it's just a goodbye and you stay, but I'm going to give you the floor.
Go ahead, Sophie.
I don't think I have anything going on. I don't think.
I had a goodbye speech, but I had a goodbye speech just in case, but that was like when power still existed. And then I was going to make a stupid One Piece reference out of it, but I don't know how many people would get it. So there's no goodbye speech for me. If it's me, I just wish everybody the best of luck.
Yeah, I also had something to say, but I think it's best for me to shut the hell up.
Okay. Final Four, it is now time to vote. You know the drill. Make your way to your production chat and type in the name of the person you want to see written on the parchment. I will go and tally the votes. Please vote now. I have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Hugo. Sophie. That's one vote for Hugo, one vote for Sophie, one vote left. The 13th person voted out of iSurv1vor Poveglia, 9th member of our jury. Sophie.
Oh my God.
Sophie, tonight 2 votes is enough, darling. You need to bring me your torch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Any
guys.
quick final words you would like to say before we send you off to the jury?
I understand why Jabbar got biggest liar now. Hey mom. My mom's gonna text me after this and say sorry. Hey mom. It's been super fun. I already know who I'm voting for to win, so good luck.
Sophie, it has been a pleasure. I hope to talk to you in a little bit, either tonight or tomorrow for your exit interview.
Sure.
But girl, you were honestly one of my favorite things that made me want to do this. Like once I got to know you, like you made hosting absolutely fun. You are hysterical, and I feel blessed that whoever got you to play this game, I just feel blessed that you agreed.
It was Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky, thank you so much, Rock. When you see this, Sophie, you literally are one of a kind. You could have won this game had you not gone tonight. I really do believe that. Thank you for everything you brought this last month and a half. Really hope you enjoyed yourself.
Andy, this is so fun, and I'll do it again. Bop, bop.
Bang, bang, bang. You are the 9th member of the jury. Like you just mentioned earlier, you have your mind made up. You will be able to write that name on the parchment come Saturday night. I cannot wait to see you there. And you're going to get some love from the jury, I'm pretty sure. So
We'll see.
Go see the other side of the fence. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Jabbar, Erica, Hugo, you know what this means. You guys are the top 3. Yes, let it out. Clap, pat yourself in the back. You guys kicked ass. This has not been an easy game. We started with 20 people. Life versus death. We got 2 lives left, 1 death left. May the best mother win this game. I really wish you guys the best of luck. Whoever wins fully deserves it, has my support. I just cannot wait to see how this plays out. It's gonna be good. You guys can head back to camp, and I will see you Friday.